morning, Rivendell students and staff. Happy Monday. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you had a chance to get outside and enjoy our beautiful weather. This week at Rivendell, there's a lot going on. You will notice that there are a lot of fun science boards out in the commons. You are going to have the opportunity with your class to walk around and see all the cool experiments that your older kids performed. So be sure to take a look at that, and then when you see your friends in the hall, tell them what a great job they did because they worked really hard. Another great thing about this week is that it is World Language Week. So I'm going to pass it over to Brenda, and she's going to tell us about World Language Week. And then I went and asked some friends in the school about why they thought it was important to learn a foreign language. So here's what I found out. Brenda, take it away.
Buenos dias, niños. Feliz lunes. Happy Monday and welcome to World Language Week. So in honor of World Language Week, I wanted to share some tips with you. Spanish happens to be the second most widely spoken language in the world. And I would like you to think what you could guess is the most widely spoken language. And maybe you can check with me in Spanish class. Some other tips about language and Spanish in particular, because we're so fortunate to get to learn Spanish here at Rivendell. Our conceptual lens is diversity, and what a great way to learn about other people, their language, their culture, their traditions, kind of open and broaden our minds on what other people do and speak. So some tips. Did you know that Spanish is unique in that it's the only language that uses the inverted question mark at the beginning and exclamation point? Also, Spanish is one of the most phonetic languages in the world. If you can spell it, you can pronounce it and sound it out. Also, children that learn a foreign language perform better on tests because they have a wider vocabulary. So whether your family speaks Spanish at home or maybe other languages, you are becoming smarter by learning other languages. So, tengo un buen día. Adios, niños.
I think it's important to learn a certain language because it's important to understand them if you go to that country. Why it's important to learn languages, what I think, is because you can communicate to people and you can make friends and yeah. I want to speak Polish, so I can communicate to other people in Poland. I think it's important to learn a foreign language because it helps train your brain.
I think it's important to learn a foreign language because there might be someone new that you might talk to that talks in a foreign language.
All right. Thank you, Brenda. And thanks, friends, for sharing with us why it's so important to learn a foreign language. We're so lucky here at Rivendell that we have Brenda and that she teaches us Spanish, and we get to learn a lot about the culture and a lot of great things. So we're pretty lucky. All right. Speaking of lucky, we have some fun birthdays this week. So I'm going to pass it over to Madeline, and she is going to tell us who we're celebrating. Madeline, take it away.
All right, we do have some birthdays coming up this week and also over spring break, so we'll recognize a few people here. I want to wish a happy birthday to Avery in Bryce's class. Hope it's awesome. Happy birthday to Benton in Kristen's class. Have a great one. And finally, happy birthday to Finn in Allison's class. We hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Thank you, Madeline, and happy birthday, everybody who is celebrating this week and who is celebrating next week while we're on spring break. Speaking of spring break, this Friday before you leave school, please be sure to take everything home with you. All your snow gear, if you have that here, anything that might be in your cubby. Give us a chance to get everything cleaned up for the spring. So take that home with you. You get to have a nice week off. Maybe you're going to do something fun with family or with friends. So we hope that you have a wonderful spring break, and this week's going to be a great week around Rivendell. So I'll leave you with the quote of the week, and since it's World Language Week, I'm going to have a quote that represents why we celebrate world languages. So here is our quote. Language is the roadmap of culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you around the halls.